made it worse.
Let me see if I can see. Since I think it'll be pretty quick. Want a sound check?
Testing.
Sound check. Chambers Academy Sports Live. Sound check. Chambers Academy Sports Live. Sound check. Chambers Academy Sports Live. I think we're good. It's 1,000 degrees.
Did you get a Wildcat lineup?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
On my phone. Only. You want to try to copy those?
Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to Edgewood Academy in Elmore, Alabama. A nice hour and a half trip to the west from Lafayette down beautiful Highway 50 and through the center part of the state. The Rebels are traveling back here today because of what they did yesterday, Sid. They split a doubleheader with the Edgewood Wildcats, so this here is the tie-breaking game.
It's Chad, it's great to be here. Great to be here with you. Even though it is at least 1,000 degrees here in our perch down the left field line near the bullpen. Yeah, the split yesterday was welcomed. I think the Rebels came back late in a tough ball game, lost a tough one, 16-15, I believe, was the final in the game one. And today is for a trip to the state title game, so a lot on the line here for our ball game.
Yeah, the Rebel baseball team is coming together here at the right time of the season. You always want to have that good chemistry going into the postseason. and they seem to be putting things together. They've been putting runs on the board, exciting games. I watched the game last night on Game Changer. It was very exciting just to watch it through there, because I can imagine what it would be if you were here last night. So, like you said, first game, lost by 1, and then last night in game 2, young Sam Smith, the sophomore, comes in with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th and takes care of business to give the Rebels a one-run victory in the bottom of the 7th to bring us where we're at today.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing that impressed me the most about how the game played out was we got down in the early game by a long margin, a big margin, came back and played a very close game. Really got down in the second game after being up and managed to pull this thing out, a walk-off, the way I understand, for Sam Smith. So that's outstanding play. I think you're right. That's what you want your teams to do in pressure situations. And, second game of a doubleheader to end the year, there's not much more pressure than that. So you either win that game or go home for the year. And it was awesome. And let me throw in one other thing. We really want to extend our thanks to the folks here at Edgewood. Athletic Director Chad, very helpful for us getting set up here down the left field side at the bullpen. Coaching staff for getting a roster to us right away. We extend, our courtesies to them. They were very courteous to us. And we, of course, appreciate Coach Dillon always being there for us and helping us get these broadcasts up and running.
Oh, yeah. So we do thank the folks there. I see, I hope that's not Angel Martinez coming out onto the field for the, it's not. The officials are here, so we are just a few minutes away getting underway here in the game 3. This is going to decide who goes next week to Montgomery to play down there, playing across the street from where we play the football games.
Absolutely. We did a lot of interviews in that parking lot, Chet, so we're familiar with that spot. And I think it's Angel Hernandez is who you're actually. Martinez, I think that's his cousin.
That is.
But he's probably just as bad as the Angel Hernandez umpire.
I'm sorry.
The umpires are here. We may be just a couple minutes late starting, but that's just another, extension of sitting here in this frying pan. No big deal.
Yeah. Brought some olive oil to go ahead and saute
my
legs.
I'm glad that my score pad is gigantic because it's going to save one of my legs at least.
Yeah, this is going to be bad tomorrow when I look in the mirror. I'm going to be red like a tomato. So
that's okay. We are happy to be here, heat or not. I was just thinking about sitting here with this metal corrugate fence about 12 inches from my face, and I think the heat coming off that's enough to roast you. But we're tickled to be here. It's a great location. And let me also say this field is beautiful. I mean, really nice facility here.
We'll give you some dimensions. It's 315 down the right field line, 330 down the left. Center, 415 maybe.
I would think it's got to be 4 no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's a really well-kept, beautiful grass. Infield's tight. Looks great.
So the teams are coming out on the field here for last-minute warm-ups. And we'll go over some information from last night's game 2. Cole Baker pitched 4 innings, 3 earned runs. Drew Shepard. Huh? Oh. We're going to rise to the national anthem. Always great to honor Old Glory.
Very nice touch to get the game started off by playing the national anthem. Chet, I'm going to have to stand here. I don't think I can sit for this one. We'll see how that works out for a while. And I'm counting on you if there's a really sharply hit foul ball down our sideline. I'm counting on you to protect me and the camera.
Well, I hope I keep an eye on the field.
A little bit of a breeze kicking up here. Welcomed. I would guess we've got a little bit of puffy clouds coming around. It's helpful just to get a little shade here. But it's great baseball weather. I mean, you get your guys limbered up. Your pitcher's going to be sweating after 3 pitches. So great baseball weather. 2 teams that know how to play in a really nice facility. So can't ask for much more than that.
That's right, and we are just a few minutes away from getting underway here at Edgewood. Starting out for the Rebels will be number 10, Peyton Yurda. Number 8, Landon Hand. And number 5, Luke Tarver will be the first 3 for the Rebels coming up here in the top of the first.
And we can go over the Edgewood lineup anytime you want. I do have their guys here on my scorecard. And we'll do that right now. Allison, let's see, we don't have first names here. Allison will lead them off. Smith, number 5 here. It'll be Evans, third base. Witt is the first baseman. Freeman is in right field. Hudson is in left field. Shaw is your catcher. Lashley's on the mound. And Reeves will be in center field. So that's the lineup for the Edgewood Wildcats, and we'll delve into those things a little bit more as the game gets going. I think we're ready for the throwdown, Chet, and get this thing started. We have Coach Dillon in his familiar position here down third baseline.
Oh, throwdown just nailed the pitcher in the backside there.
That's unusual.
Some of his friends out here giving him props for taking one.
No harm, no foul.
Lashley on the mound there.
Well, folks, let's get the third round going and finished here in a little while.
So up now for the Rebels is number 10, Peyton Yurda.
Peyton playing shortstop today. His usual position.
First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Lefty delivers high for ball 2.
After all that offense yesterday, Chet, we might see, we're probably going to get a 2-to-1er.
Yeah, that's right. Be a pitcher's duel today. Hard hit, too short, gathered quickly there and over to first for the first out here in the top of the first. That was a 6-3 for the Wildcats here in the top of the first. Now up to bat for the Rebels is number 8, Landon Hand.
Landon playing center field for us today, steps in.
Pitch was high for a ball. It's like the inside corner, lowest as you could get for a strike for
inside angle,
Lashley.
a little bit low from this angle, but you know, we're not behind the plate, so counts 1-1.
A little inside action there, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out here. Top of the first, just getting underway here at Edgewood.
Wind is whipping, Chet.
Hard hit and into left field for a single for Landon Hand there to get the first runner on base for the Rebels this afternoon.
Got one big cloud up over us. It's giving us good shade, and the wind is now just dying. So it's on and off wind. I don't think it's going to affect play very much.
Now up for the Rebels is Luke Tarver. Heard out in the parking lot last night was his missed the home run he had in first game yesterday. Congratulations to Luke.
Luke's a scrapper. He's going to come ready to play every day. Steps in ready.
Average lead for Hand at first. Low for a ball. Fouls back. Almost gets a hold of Haley back there in the on-deck circle.
That ball chased Gray around the circle a little bit there.
One delivery from Lashley. High for a ball.
Ball sailed just a touch high. He's been low with his misses most of the game so far.
Tarver takes for another ball. 3 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out.
Rebels trying to get a little something started here early.
High pop up. It should be salvageable by the first baseman. And he gets it for the second out here. In the top of the first. Hand remains at first.
The ball was skied straight up and really hard for us to pick up.
Now up for the Rebels is Haley, number 15. Pitch was outside for a ball. Eli Wharton is on deck for the Rebels. Ball's in the dirt, and Hand will easily advance to second and hold up there. Lashley drove that ball about 4 feet in front of the catcher.
Yeah, he had no real chance. He just tried to keep the ball in front of him, but it skipped off to the side, and Landon's down at second. So, hey, a sharp single could be a run producer here. I noticed the left fielder just playing moderate, not real deep. Center fielder's not real deep. Probably standard positioning, I would guess.
Hard hit, but foul down the first base line.
Good swing there.
2 balls and 1 strike to Gray Haley. The 2 outs here, runner on second. Top of the first. Another high pop foul, and that's going to go out of play.
Straight back.
So 2-2 count now to Gray Haley.
Going to third.
Hands going, and the ball is overthrown the catcher.
Woo. Straight steal. That straight steal may have impacted the pitcher's delivery there, but Landon resides at third base with 2 away here and a full count.
Lashley's getting some words of encouragement from his first baseman.
You see the big difference from our home field to here, Chet? There's a lot of room behind the plate there. That ball can get away a pretty good distance. Walked him.
Low for a walk, so Haley will take first on the first walk of the afternoon for Lashley, and now up for the Rebels is the catcher, Eli Wharton.
Eli's got some pop. He's a good hitter, good eye, makes the pitcher work. So we'll see how he can come around here, and maybe let's get a run to start this thing in the top of the first.
Runners on the corner now for Wharton with 2 outs here in top of the first. Lashley's been having some control issues so far.
Good lead.
Hard hit right at the
great
shortstop, number 6. Great snag by him out there for the 3rd out. Rebels leave 2 on as we go to the bottom of the first. Still nothing to nothing.
Well, that was a real nice job there. That's a motivator. You see the team coming out of the dugout here for Edgewood. Really well hit ball. I mean, Eli smacked that ball pretty hard, but right at the shortstop, moved a little to his left, made a play. He doesn't make that play, it's 1-0. Runner at third probably.
Kyle Hand gets the nod to start for the Rebels on the mound this afternoon. Kyle pitched, I think, an inning last night in that second game.
Well, you want to get through this first, Chet. Get your teams through an at-bat, through a fielding session. Get everybody settled down. Just see how the game plays out from there. There's got to be a little nerves here. It's a decider. I mean, the loser's going to go home here. So, want everybody to settle in, play good baseball.
As we go around the horn, starting at first is Gray Haley, second, senior Cole Baker, short, Yurda, and third base is Luke Tarver. Behind the plate is Eli Horton, out in left is Sam Smith.
That's Landon in center, I believe.
Yep, Landon is in center, and Drew Shepard is over in right.
Well, you're on the road. It's a big ball game, and you just got to play. You've just got to come out here and execute, play good sound baseball, do all the fundamental things right, and look for that big hit.
Allison leads off the Wildcats here in the bottom of the first. Squares up for a bunt, but pulls back. Must have been a little bit outside for a ball. Ripped hard into right, but Drew Shepard is
That ball's gone.
Over his head. He misjudged that one. It's up
Yeah.
against the fence. And Drew comes up gunning. And they're going to hold him at second right there, Allison. Yeah, Drew kind of stood there for a second, thought he had it under control, but then it took a burst of energy over his head.
Well, when I mean gone, I meant gone past. I mean, that ball was really tattooed. And Chet, this could be part of the problem here is the way the sky's laying out with these clouds. It's really kind of bright. Drew's kind of looking back at the glare off the cloud directly toward home plate. But that one definitely fell in, a double. Nobody touched it. Edgewood are ready to go here.
Smith now up for the Wildcats. Hand delivers high for a ball. Outside for a ball. Coming this way, Sid. Right over into the bullpen area.
Oh, good.
I told you I'd keep an eye on you.
Well, I didn't see you jumping toward the camera there.
Oh, well. Wharton comes out to the mound to have a word with his pitcher hand.
Well, you got a senior on the mound. You know, he's going to settle down here and understand the situation. Need to get that first out, settle his team down a little bit.
Smith steps in with a 2-1 count. Fouls this one back against the screen. Evens it up, 2-2 now. No outs here, bottom of the first. Edgewood looking to generate some offense with a runner on second.
Got a chance now to pick up a strikeout, kind of change the dynamic of the inning starting.
And takes a look back at second.
Got him.
Ooh, gets him swinging. Nice curve there by Hand for the first out here in the bottom of the first for the Wildcats.
And that should really settle people down on the Chambers side. I mean, you got that first out. Now you're in much better shape. You know, you just got to work your way through this. Evans.
Evans is up now for the Wildcats.
Chopper.
Hot shot to third,
Foul
and
ball.
that is foul.
You looked at my printing there like you couldn't read that scribble. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, slightly.
I was in a hurry, man. Breaking
Off
ball.
speed.
Yeah, or straight change, one or the other. That ball just didn't catch the plate.
1-1 count now. High for a ball. Something that we've watched with Kyle throughout the years, when he speeds up his delivery and doesn't slow down, he seems to get better. When he kind of rushes through the delivery, that was low for a ball.
I think he's much better at just a steady rhythm, not thinking about the runners, just making good pitches.
3-1 count to Evans. Drills this one to center field, and that is going back
trouble.
toward the fence. And it is over for a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the first for Evans. So the Wildcats strike first here in game 3 with a 2-run shot by Evans in the bottom of the first with 1 out.
Yeah, he turned on that ball. There was really no doubter. I guess the only chance would have been if the fence was as high in that section as all the other sections.
Now up for the Wildcats is number 8, Witt.
Hit him.
Hand comes back and hits Witt with a pitch. It looked like he's kind of saying he jumped in front of the ball, but I'm not going to win that battle.
Certainly nothing intentional at all. You know, just ball was slightly inside. He just turned his back and got him on the arm.
So 1 out and a runner on first now for Freeman.
So that momentum I was talking about by getting that first strikeout has gone the wrong way here. We just got to settle down, get out of the inning.
Quick throw over to first. Witt did not have much of a lead there.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I don't know about his speed.
Freeman hits this one high. He's going toward right field, though. Looks like it's foul. Oh, it drops in fair.
Fair ball.
Drew comes up gunning to third.
Ball falls in for a single. Or I guess he took second on the throw.
Yeah. From this angle, I thought that was foul all the way, but just enough eyes to find that corner, that side there along the right field foul line.
Nothing anybody could do. That ball was just destined to be a hit. I mean, Drew ran a mile to get to that ball, made a good throw. And you know, it's good to see our guys catch that throw in. Drew made a good throw from the outfield to third. Luke fielded the ball, made a good throw to second, just a little bit late on both runners.
Now up for the Wildcats is Hudson.
So you really have to settle down here or you're going to get into a mess because it's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out.
Low for a ball. Freeman's getting active out there at second, looking to take third. Nice pitch there by Kyle for a strike.
Looked like he took a little something off of that, dropped it over in the strike zone. Yeah, the runner at second's trying to distract the pitcher.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one.
2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count to Hudson. Hard shot over to short, picked up by Yurda, and over to first. Nice dig by Haley for the second out.
Great play over there. I'll tell you, that was he short armed that throw. Payne just did not get enough on it, and Drew dug it out. Gray Haley dug it out. Gives up a run though.
Freeman slides over to third on that play. So 2 outs now, bottom of the first. Wildcats have put up 3 on the Rebels here in the bottom of the first. Shaw is now up for the Wildcats.
Kyle just does not seem particularly sharp yet. May take him an inning, just settle down. Chase the runner back at third, no play.
Pitch for a ball. 2-0 count now. Gets that one going his way.
Good breaking ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at third for the Wildcats.
Got him.
And
Got him swinging.
so 2-2 count now.
Got him to go for that low pitch. Just chased it in the dirt. Big time for a strikeout here. Strand that runner.
Chops that one foul.
Struck him out.
Kyle gets Shaw swinging for the third out here in the bottom of the first, but the Wildcats put up 3. As we go to the top of the second, Rebels are down 3-0.
Well, we saw 2 big hits. I mean, 2 balls really tattooed, and a CNI single. Just not much we could do about the one that fell in. So yeah, 3-0 deficit very quickly here as we go to the top of the second. Chet, we're going to see Kyle Hand Jonathan Caulfield and Drew Shepard up here in this next inning. So, you know, some good bats, some power. So we'll see how that works out. Get this inning turned around. Get this game turned around, sorry. Folks, we appreciate you sending in any comments if you see anything going on with sound or with picture. It helps us a lot with our camera. We are not in our typical football mode. We use an iPad here, and sometimes it's really tough to chase down problems with iPad being away from us and just not being able to see it as clearly in this situation.
Well, thank you, Sid. I was down here trying to rehydrate.
That's probably, we don't have enough hydration material.
So now up for the Rebels is 0-0, Kyle Hand. Hand takes that one for a ball. Outside for a ball. And took that one for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Just getting underway here in the top of the second. The Rebels are down by 3. Lashley delivers. Outside for a ball, 3-1.
Yeah, very big bottom of the first for the Edgewood Wildcats, putting up a 3 spot on us. Really need to answer, I think, here with a run at the minimum.
Low in the dirt, so Hand will take first on the walk.
Good start.
Lashley's continuing to have problems with his control, it looks like.
Well, down 3, base runners are
And here comes the
important.
skipper.
Got a guy here in Jonathan Caulfield with a good eye. He's done a real good job in every game we've seen him. He's been a very solid hitter. I can't tell if the camera is moving in this wind or if it's just...
It's a little bit. This platform we're on is not 100% stable either.
And I don't think it's a broadcast kind of place. It's probably a score stand or, you know, something of that nature.
Hey man, we'll make it a broadcast stand.
We were just happy they sent us to a spot where we could see the field. And it is a good location. It's a good perch.
Yeah. The conversation is all over, and Lashley is set to deliver to Jonathan Caulfield. Delivers that low for a ball.
St. John really work pitchers. He waits for a pitch to hit.
Yeah, he's a cool, calm character. When you talk to him, he's just cool and relaxed all the time.
Yeah, he reminds me of me an awful lot, being just low-key and calm.
Yeah, right. That's right. That's exactly what I thought of when I was like, man, am I talking to Sid Mickle?
You're exactly right. Jonathan is a low-key guy and performs. You know, that's the other part of that.
Takes that one for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hand got to first on a walk to start the top of the second. Outside for a ball.
Again with that good eye.
3 balls and 1 strike to Caulfield.
Second walk here.
Caulfield takes a trot down first, and now the Rebels are trying to get something cooking here with runners on first and second.
Well, you got a guy who can hit. Drew Shepard's got power. I'd like to see him really turn on one here and get us on the board.
Low and in the dirt.
We're actually struggling a bit here in the top of the second.
Checks the runner at second. That's high for a ball.
Now you get the hitter in a little bit better position to wait on his pitch. 2-0 count.
Good eye by Shepard in the dirt.
Even better hitters count now. You know, if you're trailing 3-0, you've got a power guy like Drew. I think he's getting the green light on 3-0.
Yeah, good job by Shaw there to keep that one in front of him.
Did a really nice job, and immediately goes to the mound, telling the pitcher just to hang in there, get the ball over the plate. But not too much of the plate with this guy.
Shepard took that one for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Ball was not just thrown down the middle. A little high, but a strike. Got the high strike. Good cut.
Drew pushes that one over to the Edgewood dugout. So now full count, 3-2, no outs. Runners at first and second for Shepard.
Had him out front there on his front foot. Maybe change pace.
Hard shot to third. Going to get the runner there at the force and at second for a double play.
Good play. That's your basic 5-4-3 double play, well executed. And that threat went away pretty quick.
Now up for the Rebels is number 22, Sam Smith, the hero from last night's game 2. Victory. Pitch is high for a ball.
Now you got to have something really tough. 2-out hit, 2-out double, maybe to get Drew around. So he's got good speed for a big guy, but it's going to take a ball in the gap.
Low in the dirt. Shaw is doing a good job of keeping everything in front of him. A couple have got by him or off to the side, but right down the middle for a strike.
Well, you're seeing these guys execute fundamental baseball. Third baseman just made a great play. We saw the shortstop execute. Second baseman is in. And you said the catcher making great plays behind the plate.
Big cut by Sam. Couldn't find anything on that one. Count 2-2 now.
Had a real big cut there. Good cut.
Hit Sam and he will take his base.
I heard that one all the way down here, Chet.
Nice thump. There's that left arm.
All flesh And you know what could have been is the way I hope we don't look at this inning, look back on it, but that one would have been good to have a batter earlier.
Back to the top of the order now with number 10, Peyton Yurda. You're just looking to do some 2-out magic here in the bottom, or top of the second here. Outside for a ball.
That 3-2 pitch to induce the double play is probably the best pitch he's thrown all day.
Nice shot into left. Coming up gunning, Shepard's going, play's gonna be at the plate. And he is out at home.
Wow.
Left field came up gunning and picked him off at the plate.
I thought he slid around it, but we're a lot further off. It's just the deception of our angle probably. Bill was just checking in with him, but it was the right play. There is no doubt. You have to make a perfect throw to get Drew at home plate there, and he did.
Umps are having a little conversation out there in between the mound and home plate.
Yeah, really nice. We were just talking about their execution on the defensive side. We saw it again. Nice job there by Peyton Yurda to get the 2-out single, and it just did not generate a run.
So a couple walks and a hit batter lead to nothing for the Rebels in the top of the second. We're going to the bottom of the second with the Wildcats up 3-0.
And Chet, that's an inspirational thing for the Edgewood Wildcats, make that play. But on the other hand, if you want to get your team fired up, they're probably a little frustrated now. So it'll either go one way or the other. They will become frustrated, overplay, or they'll get fired up and come right back at them. And I think this team's got some fire in them. Need to get through this inning pretty quick, this half inning, and get back in and pick up a run, maybe a couple. I'll tell you, I surely thought it was going to be 3-1 after that single to center field.
Yeah, that ball was laced into left field.
Left center, yeah, you're right. I guess the left fielder actually made the play. Good piece of hitting, but didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
Everything stays the same for the Rebels out there.
I think that is the opposing pitcher, Lashley.
Takes that one for a ball. Lays down a bunch, straight back to Kyle, mishandles it there and recovers and beats the throw down there. Lashley does from Kyle.
Beats the throw by just a hair. Kyle comes up with that ball cleanly. It's an easy throw, an easy out. Just skipped off the glove. And a good start for the Edgewood Wildcats here with base runners, nobody out.
Reeves is now up for the Wildcats. Orton guns down to second and gets him off, picks him off down there. Nice throw by Eli.
Very aggressive base running, nobody out. Thrown out at second base. First out of the inning, big play. And you do notice, Chet, we have 3 umpires here in the playoffs instead of the 2 umpire system.
I noticed that. Reeve takes that one for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out after that attempted steal by Edgewood. Second, I noticed something was wrong with second base when they slid into it, but
Yeah, just it was dislodged. I did not notice that. It was just sticking up on its edge. Good call there by the umpire to come up with that. Don't want anybody to get hurt sliding in the bag, get an ankle really badly. First, I thought he was signaling to Kyle Hand. I thought he was something about his pitching, but he was just trying to get Yerta's attention down at shortstop.
well, after the field maintenance is completed, Hand is ready to deliver the 3-0 pitch to Lashley. No, excuse me, Reeves. And Reeves draws the walk. Official was
Thought he called a strike.
single. I think he was saying the ball was high.
Threw me off there with his hand going up.
We're back at the top of the order for the Wildcats, and number 6, Allison.
Would really like to see Kyle, pitching from not so far behind in the count here. Behind on a lot of batters, so just got to get ahead in the count if he can.
Quick move over to first, and Reeves is back safely. Quick delivery by Hand.
Man.
Strike there by Hand.
Good to even that count up.
Ball was outside and tough for Wharton to come up with that. Reeves advances down to second. He was stealing anyway.
Well, Eli was coming up for his throw. Had his feet set, but the ball was so far outside he just could not get set. Ball glanced away. Runner at second. And another 3-1 count here.
Like that one was high.
Second walk of the inning. Gotta have Kyle settle down here.
So Allison trots down to first, and now up to bat for the Wildcats is Smith, number 5.
Struck out his first at bat.
Outside for a ball, and Dylan's going to come out and have a chat with Kyle, make sure everything is okay. Well, we're in the bottom of the second. The Wildcats are up 3-0 here in this game 3. Winner of this game goes down to Montgomery next week.
Probably a good time out here just to get everybody to just relax, calm down a little bit, refocus, reset. 1 ball, no strike count with only 1 out, but we can't afford to get, any more in the hole here. We've got to just have a good defensive inning. Long conversation on the mound, but I think Kyle Hand's going to stay in.
One thing, the officials are letting both coaches come out and talk as long as they need to.
Yeah, and maybe that's the playoff mentality. Maybe it becomes a little bit less strict.
So runners at first and second now for Smith. Just a little bit high for a ball.
Yeah, it does feel like the strike zone has shrunk a little bit here. He's not missing by much is my point there. It's just really not.
Hard shot to Yerta, looking to turn 2. Baker
couldn't turn it.
Cole was kind of throwing back across his body there, and Smith had a pretty good head of steam going down the first base line.
It was an awkward positioning there. He had a hard time making that throw. He tried to snap throw it, didn't get there in time. Good play there. Got the second out.
Runners on the corner now for Evans.
Evans with a 2-run blast in the bottom of the first.
Pitch was high for a ball.
First and third here, Chet's not a good situation. At least it's 2 outs. He's out.
Nice pickoff. That's 2 pickoffs for Eli Wharton in this game.
That's a huge mistake right there. That is a really huge out. Runners at first and third. You're behind in the count, and Eli Wharton guns him down at third base. Nice play by Luke Tarver as well.
So the Rebels hold off the Wildcats in the bottom of the second as we go to the top of the third here. Rebels looking to cut into that Wildcat lead of 3-0.
Outstanding into an inning that was not looking so encouraging there. And again, Chet, it's like we were talking in the last inning. You think about momentum. You think about a play that gives your team momentum. It certainly happened in the bottom of the first for Edgewood in the top of the second with their defensive play as well. And really nice job there by Chambers Academy to shut down the offense of the Wildcats in the second.
Lashley stays out on the mound for the Wildcats.
I think the only problem with that is Evans comes up again in the next inning. But at least there's not 2 men on when he's up. Boy, a nice snap throw all the way down to second base for the catcher. He is impressive. He has done a good job behind the plate, has a good arm.
Yeah, the pitcher felt that in the throwdown.
That might go down in your all-timers there. When he hit the kid in the back, it just caught me by surprise so much I didn't know what to think about it.
Now up for the Rebels is number 8, Landon Hand.
I think Dale Murphy was a catcher when he first came up and had a propensity to drill pitchers in the back, even if they laid down on the mound. Throw in a second.
Lashley delivers that one into the dirt. Two balls and no strikes. Just getting underway here in the top of the third.
Good pitch.
Hand takes that one for a strike.
Just nicked it foul.
Yep, pushes it over into the dugout of the Rebels.
You know, when that sun pops out from behind the cloud, the temperature goes up about 55 degrees.
Easily.
It's really hot. Chopped.
Shot down the left field, third base line here into left field.
Landon hanging tough here.
2-2 count.
Ball sailed high. Another one chopped down the third base line.
Still 3-2. Hand draws the walk. Start the inning off here with a base runner.
Good job there by Landon Hand working that pitcher. Made him throw pitches. Finally got the walk after fouling a couple balls off. Tarver, the next hitter.
Excellent. Luke Tarver. Hands going. Shaw comes up throwing, but not even close.
Stolen base. Good pitch, good throw down, and Landon just beat it. Nice head first slide.
And Landon Hand is taken off again, but that ball goes foul.
Well, runner in scoring position, nobody out. That's probably a good call. Force that run around. This is our 5th base runner so far, Chet. So those things can come back to haunt you. You've got to get somebody home.
Tarver digs in with an 0-2 count, it looks like. Wow, turned a double play there on a line drive hit to short, and Hand was off the bag.
Wow.
That's the second double play turned by the shortstop this afternoon.
Good presence. That's fundamentally sound baseball right there, when you know where to go and you execute it.
Up now for the Rebels with 2 outs is Gray Haley. Well, that double play took the wind out of the Rebel sails here in the top of the 3rd. Nice hit into left field, should drop.
Going to be down.
And it's going to be in for a single.
What could have been, man, I'll tell you. That's the second time we've had that same exact scenario.
So a 2-out single by Haley here in the top of the 3rd.
And you know that's 2 real big momentum busters by the shortstop. Good fielding, good decision making, turned into double play.
Now up for the Rebels is number 21, Eli Wharton. Eli takes that pitch for a strike.
I think Eli was at bat when the shortstop made that great line drive catch earlier.
Eli just gets a piece of it, takes it back to the net. In the hole now, 0-2, 2 outs, runner on first. Takes that pitch for a ball. Pitch is low in the dirt, and Haley will advance down to second on the wild pitch.
Second wild pitch of the day.
Shot down to third, and it is
That's
fair.
fair ball.
And that's going to be trouble. Haley would score easily. Left fielder comes up gunning, and nice 2-out double by Eli Wharton to drive home the first run for the Rebels this afternoon.
Well, that could be a big answer right there. After coming off 2 great defensive plays from the Wildcats team, boy, a 2-out double drives in the first run. We need one more single, and we got a ball game real here.
Yeah, it looks like Andrews is coming out there now to be courtesy runner for Wharton. Now up to bat is the pitcher, 0-0, Kyle Hand. And this is hit into center. And it's going to fall in for, oh, what a play out there by the center fielder. Just a shoestring catch that one there. Whew.
I thought that was trouble all the way.
Yep.
Kid showed great speed coming in on that ball, never took his eye off of it. But again, it's now 3-1. You broke through, you got that score on the board, so let's go here.
So the Rebels put one up on here, the board in the top of the third. As we go to the bottom of the third, the Wildcats are up 3-1 now.
Nice piece of hitting there by Eli Wharton.
Sid, I'm going to enjoy these few minutes of that cloud in front of the sun.
Yeah, I agree.
Feels like I'm in a rotisserie oven or something.
Well, that's why I went back to the standing position there, buddy, because there is a tad of breeze. We've got this high wall behind us, and it's blocking anything coming from behind us, but the breeze is not exactly cool. It's just moving the air.
I think they could use some coping around this fencing here for safety. Don't get cut on this sheet metal.
Boy, that is some real, you know, the screws too. That's kind of a sharp edge there.
Maybe we can let them on to know where we got that coping out of Chambers.
Because we have about 5,000 feet of it.
Yeah.
Must have gotten a deal.
So we are about ready to get underway here in the bottom of the third.
Evans will continue. He was at bat.
That's right.
When the pickoff occurred at third. We know he's got power.
And he shows it right here into deep center, but
field.
Hand is right there in front of the big upside down G. Oh, that's an E.
That is an E. You know, you're going to get that whole hooper thing started all over again here. 8 unassisted there. Nice move. Picked up the ball, made the catch. I think Witt is up here now. Was he hit again? Did I just miss him getting hit by a pitch again?
Yep.
It's 2 in a row. Conference with Kyle Hand. I don't know what that's about. The official.
Well, runner on first for the Wildcats with 1 out here. Freeman is now up to bat for the Wildcats.
Good pitch, breaking ball. Had him moving away from the plate. You know, a little 6-4-3 double play would be really nice here. Two good pitches.
Kyle out in front of the count now, 0-2.
Freeman's left fielder.
Pitch is outside for a ball.
Very short lead over at first base earlier. Let's see what he does here. Excuse me.
A little low in the dirt for a ball. Evens the count up, 2-2 now.
Let's see Kyle just come right at him here. 2-2 count, 1 out.
Hot shot up the middle, and nice grab there
Drop
by
the
Yerda.
ball. Tough break.
A way to keep it in the infield there. I thought that was going up right up the middle of the center, but
Hey, let me tell you right there, that Yerda made a great play on that ball. He was very awkward, just tried to backhand flip it, really handcuffed Cole Baker there at second. That is not an error by anybody in my mind. That's just the way that play worked out. Tough chance.
so runners at first and second now for the Wildcats, 1 out.
I really thought we had him there at second base. It just tough chance.
Hudson takes that one for a ball. A little bit high. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here. Runners at first and second.
We really cannot afford to get behind another run or two here, I think, Chet. Lashley has kind of overcome that wildness he had early on and settling in. Let's throw some leather at him here.
3-0 count now to Hudson.
Bases loaded.
And Shaw, the catcher, steps up now for the Wildcats with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Well, now you got the force at home, and you can throw back if there's a ground ball in the infield. Went for it. Oh, looks like a good pitch.
One and one now to Shaw.
Oh, another really close pitch. I'm sure Kyle feels like he's getting squeezed a little bit. Those are 2 close pitches.
Two one count. Fouled back hard over the Rebel dugout.
Good swing at that ball there. Good stroke.
Evens the count up now at 2-2.
Strikeout here is huge.
Hard shot. Nasty hop there. Yurda can't handle it into center. 2 are going to score. No, 1's going to score. And they get the runner at third. Excuse me, 2 runs did score.
Yeah,
I was correct.
2 runs scored. Just cut the runner down advancing from first. That ball took an odd kind of skip straight up. And that ball came up and Yurda didn't even have time to move. Really tough breaks here, I'll tell you. It's 5-1 here.
And Lashley now steps up for the Wildcats.
I believe it's 2 outs. Is that not correct? Yeah, there you go. Scoreboard's just lagging a little bit.
That pitch was high for a ball. 1-1 count now. 2 outs. Runner at second for the Wildcats. And hard shot into right field, and another run's going to score for the Wildcats. Shepard comes up gunning, but
there you go. Don't throw that one.
A 2-out single by Lashley to help his cause out. Extends that Wildcat lead out to 6-1 now.
You know, almost what we thought was going to be a tailor-made double play there turns into 3 runs, basically. 2 there on that play. Another sharp single gets you another run. So it is not looking good for the road team so far here through 2 2/3.
Number 4, Reeves, steps up now for the Wildcats. He chops that one foul down the third baseline.
We say this all the time during the football season. A big play happens or a mistake happens, whatever. All you can do is play the next play. All you can do is just get ready for the next pitch, throw the next pitch, and catch the ball. It's just that simple. It's never easy.
Hard shot, but foul down the right field line.
Edgewood swinging the bat. Very aggressive swings here. Got a chance, though. It's an 0-2 strike. 2 strikes, no balls, 2 outs.
Hot shot to Tarver. He's going to first with this one. And Haley
nice job.
Reaches far out for that one and gets him over there for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 3rd. But the Wildcats put 3 on here in the bottom and expand their lead out to 6-1 as we go to the top of the 4th.
Chad, we've got an interesting view here. As our angle, we are directly behind Luke. We're directly behind that throw. And you see the distance. You saw him just get himself set. And that ball tailed at the last minute, tailed away. And Greg Haley did a really nice job. Adjusted his step, made a good catch, ended the inning. But really, really big job there. Another 3-run inning for Edgewood to take a 6-1 lead.
Lashley stays out there on the mound for the Wildcats.
John Caulfield stepping in here.
Caulfield's going to start the Rebels off here in the top of the 4th. And he pushes that one back over the press box.
I noticed walking in, Edgewood does a good job. They have that mesh netting above all the bleachers behind home plate there, keeping that crowd safe. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, wow, wow.
Caulfield took that one for a strike, behind in the count now, 0-2. And he pushed this one into center field, or excuse me, left fielder. And they shifted way over in the outfield.
That low ball strike forced him into swinging a pitch. It wasn't his pitch. Did not think that was a strike.
So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Now up for the Rebels is number 13, Drew Shepard. Hits this one hard, but foul down the third base line.
Right in front of us in the camera. You can probably hear that one. Yeah. I didn't see the kid coming down. I guess he was just behind the fence.
Ooh, that pitch was feet over the head of the catcher there.
Yeah, that one just slipped out of his hand. I think it went sailing.
Rebels looking to get any offense started up here in the top of the 4th. One count now to Shepard. And he drills this one into the gap of left center. Oh, and cut off quickly by the left fielder out there for the second out. Hard hit ball by Shepard, but
right
good coverage though by the left fielder over there.
Probably good 4 steps to his left. Easy play. But yeah, good swing. Ball hit fairly deep.
And now up for the Rebels is number 22, Sam Smith. Takes that pitch high for a ball. Smith takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, Lashley's in control at the moment of this game, making his pitch, pitching from ahead in the count.
High for a ball.
Except for this at bat.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs now. Nobody on base for the Rebels here in the top of the 4th. And Sam pops this one high, but it's going to go foul.
Lashley's really settled down here. Had those problems early on with the ball. A few pitches low, a few pitches high, but now he's kind of in his groove.
Low into the dirt. Count's full now, 3-2. 2 outs.
walked him.
And that's 2 pitches this inning that have sailed over the head of the catcher from Lashley. Sam Smith will.
Well, I guess I should talk more about how he's in control there.
Yeah.
That was unusual.
So a 2-out walk to Sam Smith brings up the top of the order now with number 10, Peyton Yurda.
You have a pitch occasionally just slips completely. That's the second one, you're right. Clearly above the catcher.
Pitch is low for a ball. Yeah, Rebels need to find some 2-out magic here in the top of the 4th. Trailing by 5.
I think our 7th base runner.
Another pitch is low in the dirt, gets up the backstop, and Sam Smith will easily take second and look over toward third, and Coach Dillon is holding him up there.
Well, now you're going to run her in scoring position with a single. Clean single gets him home more than likely. Conference on the mound. And as quickly as I thought he was really in control, it seems to have changed. But you have 2 outs in the inning and you have a 5-run lead.
Yeah, the panic button is not being pushed yet by the Wildcats. Just going out there, keeping everybody calm. They know what's on the line here today. Winner goes to Montgomery next week.
Well, we saw yesterday this team get down in both games. The Rebel team get down. They have the firepower. They can come back with offense. But we need to get the offense started very soon. Top of the 4th would probably be the right place. Excuse me, bottom of the 3rd would be the right place.
So 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs to Yurda. Looks like the breeze is coming in from center field. Shot to third, and he's going to have to go to first with this one, and easily gets Yurda out for the third. Gets Yurda for the 3rd out here in the top of the 4th. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, the Wildcats are up 6-1.
Yeah, I was right the first time. It was the top of the 4th, and we did need that run. But you see the 3rd baseman there, just real confident, his fielding, just guns it. You know, a great throw to straight at the first baseman. So they continue to be very sound defensively. It's a good team.
Yeah, last night in the second game, the Rebels got out to a big lead, 7-0 or so. And then the Wildcats stormed back, took the lead, and then the Rebels came back in the bottom of the 7th to win that one. So you are right, Sid. They can come back, either team, quickly and put some runs on the board and make it a game. It's just a little unnerving waiting until later in the game to do it.
Well, and too, look, we've had some things that Edgewood has done really well go against us. 2 outstanding defensive plays. We've had base runners with 2 outs. So, you know, we're not ahead in the counts. We're not having people on base with nobody out, and we're not executing with nobody out or 1 out as well as I think we really should. But a lot of that you can just place on the Edgewood defense because they have done a great job all day.
Yeah, the outfielders have covered some serious ground out there, making some good catches to keep some of the sharply hit balls under control in the outfield.
Well, you take that ground ball that was really looked like a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play to Yurda. That ball took a crazy hop. Another ball he fielded behind second base, just handcuffed him, trying to get it back to Cole Baker. It's just those plays are what baseball is all about. And it can go the other direction just as easy as it can go against us.
We're underway here in the bottom of the 4th. And we're top of the order here with Allison. The outfield has shifted over towards right field as he's a pull hitter.
Good pitch. Quickly 0-2.
Sharply hit, but foul down the first base line.
Chad, I don't know our pitching situation after a doubleheader, 16-15 doubleheader and a 10-9 doubleheader. How much depth we have remaining in the pitching staff after Kyle Hand.
Well, Baker pitched last night for 4 innings too. Pitch is high.
And Shepard pitched a couple, right? Is that the way we saw it?
That was in game 2. Ball's pushed foul.
Allison hanging tough here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making Kyle throw a lot of pitches here in the bottom of the 4th, excuse me.
In the dirt for a ball. Evens it up 2-2 now. Sharply hit to Yurda, fields it nicely and over to Haley for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Nice clean play by Yurda and Haley to record the first out.
Now, took their time, executed, feel the ball, throw the ball. Man, it is like an oven.
Yep, now up to bat for the Wildcats is number 5, Smith. I don't know what's better, sitting down in the heat or...
Well, the clouds have kind of gone away, and it's toasty. Good pitch. Little cloud cover back out of left field, but I don't know if it'll make it here for about 6 o'clock.
Ours is coming from behind home. Looks pretty clear that way for a while.
Good pitch.
Nice pitch
Good
there by
breaking ball.
Kyle Hand. Heading the count now 0-2 with 1 out. And there you can see the rhythm of Hand picking up.
Chopped foul down the first place side. Yeah, I'm going to be down a shirt after today. I'm going to burn this one. It's not going to be functioning after today.
I might need a IV fluid. Chops down first base, fielded by Haley, flips it to Hand for the second out here in the bottom of the 4th.
I think one of the things is just, we've got all this metal around us, and I think it's just creating a little bit of heat.
Man, it's like a pan on the oven. We could probably cook some eggs out here on this metal easily.
Oh, boy. But you know what? It's 2 outs.
That's right.
It's a much better start.
And number 2, Evans, is up now for the Wildcats with 2 outs. Hand steps off. Pitch is outside for a ball.
Evans with a big 2-run homer early in the 1st.
And the outfield is respecting his power.
Good pitch. Came right back to even that count. Right. Kyle Hand seems to be getting stronger instead of tiring here. Making really good pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Evans. And he crushes this one down the third base line, but it's going foul.
The ball was hit a long way, but foul.
Sam Smith grabs it over there.
That gate is open, I guess, there.
Oh, they got some coping too down the left field.
Oh, I see.
They must have got on the sale too.
Well, when Sam went off the field, I was really surprised there. Saved the ball boy a trip to deep left field corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Evans. 2 outs here. Nobody on for the Wildcats. Hard shot to Tarver. Digs it out of the dirt. Comes up gunning and
Nice
easily
throw.
gets him at first for the 3rd out over here in the bottom of the 4th. So as we go to the top of the 5th, the Rebels looking to get that offense cooking. They are down 6-1.
I got a good blue light. How about you, buddy?
Yep.
So our sound should be progressing nicely here. So we move to the top of the 5th, I believe.
Yep. 3 more innings will decide. Hopefully. We could go into extra innings. You never know.
I would, at this point, extra inning sounds incredibly good. Who is that stepping out? Is that Landon Hand? I cannot see that far.
Yes, it is Landon. You'll have Landon, Tarver, and Haley up here in the top of the 5th for the Rebels.
Landon's had a single, a walk with a stolen base.
Rebels are going to be doing anything they can to get on base here in the top of the 5th. Landon takes that pitch for a strike.
High strike there.
Low and in the dirt. Shaw is earning his pay behind the plate this afternoon, keeping everything in front of him.
Yeah.
They're doing his best.
See those catchers who look like they've been dragged behind a truck all day in the dust.
Rips that one hard. Ooh. Man, that ball
Right.
boy about got it right there.
Right at the dugout.
One ball, 2 strikes now to Landon Hand here in the top of the 5th.
Be a hitter, Landon. We need base runners, bud.
Outside for a ball. 2-2 now to Landon Hand.
Shaw tried to steal one there. Snap that glove back into the strike zone.
Low and in the dirt. Full count now, 3-2. Ripped into left field, but
Right at the left fielder.
good positioning there by the left fielder to snag that one for the first out here in the top of the 5th.
That's 3 putouts by the left fielder in the last 4 at-bats, so he's been quite busy. Quick strike on Tarver there.
Pitch is high for a ball, 1-1 now.
We have not seen this offense get untracked as of yet today, so we hope that's coming.
Big cut by Tarver. Nothing happening there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Lashley delivers high for a ball.
Luke making him throw pitches.
Again, in the dirt.
3-2. Top of the fifth, could be a little bit of fatigue. Got to have a good eye here.
Hard hit into left center, and left fielder calls everybody off, and he's got it for another out.
Make that 4 putouts in the last 5 batters for the left fielder. See a little action here in the bullpen, Chet. Edgewood's getting another guy loosened up. 2 outs as Gray Haley steps in. Base
Hard
hit,
shot.
sharply hit.
Haley gets on base again with 2 outs.
Haley's had a walk and 2 singles, so he's been productive. It's just 2 outs. That's where we're struggling with our base running positions. Eli doubled last time up for our only run. I think that was with 2 outs as well, wasn't it, Chad?
Mm-hmm. Wharton pops that one high and back over the fencing, the netting, excuse me. Lashley is on his 90th pitch. Shot right up to short, and he goes to first for the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, the Wildcats are up 6-1.
Well, another inning goes by the wayside here as we move to the bottom of the 5th, and I'll tell you, that 5 runs looks pretty imposing at the moment.
Yeah, the Rebels need a spark here to get things going their way here. They'll only have 2 more at bats.
Well, what we really need here is a quick inning. You know, get out of this bottom of the 5th and come back and get some offense going to kind of change the rhythm of this game. Right now, Lashley's just mowing us down. I mean, he's just settled in, doing a great job.
Knowing when to take chances and when not to with some of the Rebels' aggressive hitters. He's done a good job of keeping them at bay today. And the scoreboard reflects that. With a 5-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th, the Wildcats are going to be doing what they can to get through this quickly and not give up any runs and pad that lead when they can. Hand stays out on the mound for the Rebels here in the bottom of the 5th. Due up for Edgewood, Witt, Freeman, and Hudson. I think Witt has been hit twice, what now?
Yes, sir. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Few adjustments here in the outfield.
Witt holds up on that one, takes it for a ball. Outside for a ball.
Quickly and 3-0 count here.
3-1 count now to Witt. Bottom of the fifth, they're up 6-1.
Base on balls. See a lot of guys getting loose here in the bullpen. Chet, we may see some substitutions as we get deeper into this game.
Hand delivers on the inside.
Got him.
And, oh, he slides under the tag.
Boy, I thought he had him. Good slide, got down in a hurry.
If that throw was just a little bit lower.
Yeah, I did not think it was going to be that close, but it certainly was.
So runner at second and no outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Kyle's laboring a little bit here as we get into the bottom of the fifth. Throwing a lot of pitches.
Freeman out ahead of the count now, 3-1. Takes that one for a strike. Full count now, 3-2. Runner on second. No outs here, bottom of the fifth. And Freeman draws the walk here with no outs.
Back-to-back walks. Can't afford any more offense here, giving up to the Edgewood Wildcats. Gotta find a way to get 3 outs.
Hudson is now up for the Wildcats. Takes a big cut at that, puts it back up against the netting.
Bunted foul. Kyle's out front. No balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out.
It's the first strikeout for Hand since what, the first inning?
Trying to go back and look. Yes, I believe you are correct, sir.
Number 12, the catcher Shaw is up now for Edgewood with 1 out, runners on first and second. Takes that one for a strike.
You know, now you got to execute here. Get that double play ball. Make good throws. You got to force at third and throw it across the mound.
The runners are going, and Eli's just going to hold this one. So runners now take out the double play scenario there by advancing to second and third.
Yeah, that's that ball just a little bit low. Did not have an opportunity to throw the ball. Really hurts there. Infield's in. Very good play there. Good execution.
Holds the runners at second and third respectively and gets the out at first.
Well, you see that ball got out to the pitcher really quick. Kyle was able to look at third, make a good solid throw, and then Gray Haley did the right thing, running the ball back to the mound, middle of the infield. Now you got 2 outs.
Lashley steps up to the plate now with 2 outs. Runner at second and third.
Had him out front there. Really good pitch.
Just a bit outside.
Ball almost got away.
Two balls and 1 strike now.
Kyle hanging in here, Chester.
Yeah. And it's going to drop in front of Shepard, and 2 runs are going to score easily on that single by Lashley.
Lashley might have put this one in a nearly out of reach point there.
So now the Wildcats are up 8-1 here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs.
Well, that's where the double steal really comes into play. Good aggressive base running hurt us badly. And it's 8-1 in the bottom of the 5th.
Reeves steps in now for the Wildcats with 2 outs, runner on first. Going down the
That's trouble.
Field line, Shepard has to dig it out. He comes up gunning.
Good job by Drew. Reeves with a sharp single.
Coach Dillon comes out to have a chat with Kyle Hand here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs.
I think Kyle's on fumes right now, to be very honest with you. I think he's pitched a lot of innings. I think today, a day like this, he had to throw a lot of pitches. Sam Smith's going to come in and, I believe, take over. Kyle Hand gets a big round of applause there from the Chambers crowd. Let's see.
They'll move the outfield around. Looks like Kyle will take it out into center, and his brother will move over to left, I think.
Yeah, Drew is probably going to remain in right field, and Landon will probably shift. Well, I don't know. You never can tell. Landon does play an awful lot of center field.
I'll make you a wager that there's 2 outfielders and their last name is going to be Hand.
You like those sure things, huh?
Yep.
Good to see the brothers tap gloves out there. They know it's a tough day.
Smith gets loose on the mound for the Rebels. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, the Edgewood Wildcats are up 8-1.
Well, it's time now for, the strange things of baseball to start taking effect. And for us to get back in this game, we're going to have a big late inning rally and have to have an awful lot of offense and maybe a little assistance there from, the defense. And we have seen no signs of that yet today. Edgewood has done an outstanding job in the field. That doubleheader yesterday may have really chewed through our pitching staff too as well. I'm not familiar. Can Cole Baker come back and pitch even though he started yesterday?
Yeah, I think he can. Only threw 4 innings yesterday.
We just need an out here. Get out of this inning.
Back to the top of the order for the Wildcats, and Allison steps in now for the Wildcats with 2 outs and a runner on third and first. Sam's first pitch is a little bit high for a ball.
7th hitter here in the inning for Edgewood.
Nice pitch there by Smith for a strike.
Maybe going out to talk about some signals here. Sometimes new pitcher comes in, catcher feels like he's crossed up, doesn't want to make a big mistake, just goes out, has a quick conference.
You know, Sid, as we look out across the field here, not very many seniors on the Rebel baseball team.
No, not at all.
So a very youthful squad.
Yeah, most of these guys will be back next year.
I count 6 sophomores out there right now for the Rebels. So the future for Rebel baseball is extremely bright.
Again, down the first base line.
So Allison behind in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners on the corner. Wildcats are up 8-1 here, bottom of the 5th. Low in the dirt, and quick throw down to second, and in safely down there. Yurda lost control of the ball, so runners now at second and third with 2 outs and a 2-2 count now to Allison. A little bit inside for a ball, full count, 3-2 now.
Hey, we do not need to get the bases loaded here. I mean, Sam has not had much chance to warm up. He's coming in a tough situation. Needs to get this out. Threw it down, but no play.
Ball got lost in the dust storm down there at home plate. The dust is getting pretty thick out there.
Well, this entire field, I mean, it's so dry, you know, big dust clouds on every throw and every play.
So the bases are loaded here with 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th.
Ooh. Yikes.
Smith steps in there for the Wildcats. Inside for a ball.
It's it's getting perilous here. Sam just got to bear down, get that out. That's a good pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ripped into right center, and that's going to go up against the fence. Kyle Hand is going against the wall. 3 runs are scored. And a triple for Smith. And that will do it.
Yep, 10-run rule is in effect here after the 5th, and that's a ball game. Big win, big explosion here in the 5th, and I tell you, Chad, it's been a good year for these guys. I think they ran out of gas here, and I think the pitching was just a challenge today. I think Kyle was just gutting it out. I mean, he just threw an awful lot of pitches here.
Yep, good run by the Rebels here, but it falls short here at Edgewood in Game 3 of this series. Best of luck to the Wildcats as they venture on in the playoffs. Rebels have nothing to be ashamed about. They've done great this year, a youthful team. So we look to see more from them this coming, next spring as we get into baseball again. It's been a fun year covering baseball.
I congratulate them a great deal. They have played tough. Listen, they had a little flat spot in the middle of the season. They came back and played hard. And look, this is the 3rd round of the playoffs. You don't get here by accident. You get here because you're playing well and you're executing well. So, look, a tough day today, but Edgewood's a good team. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick up another title. And, Chad, it's been fun.
It has.
Made the trip a little warm, but it's been fun.
Hey, I got my suntan for the month of May, that's for sure. You got some 2nd-degree burns out here too, but that's all right. So, folks, hey, thanks for joining us. Tough loss here at Edgewood in 5.5. So, folks, we're going to wrap it up from here. Thanks for joining us.